Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to earn money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Hello everyone, it's Cody here. I'll be breaking down my 3 passive income streams that have helped me generate a little over $2,000 per month. There is a misconception about how to generate passive income. Many people think that if you set them up today, tomorrow the money will fall from the sky and start growing on trees. They require you to spend more time or money to set up and less effort to maintain. You will reap the rewards down the road. If you're watching this video, chances are you want to get ahead in personal finance and reach financial freedom. So make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. I have to admit, I really wish that I could have learned all these earlier in my life. I grew up in Taiwan and immigrated to Canada at 18 to study. Even though financial stress is the root of evils in most people's life, I was never taught about personal finance in schools. I had to learn from my own mistakes and through trial and errors. I'm not here to flex, I just want to show you that it's possible to achieve. I hope today's video can inspire you to generate your own passive income ideas. Let's get right into my first passive income. My first passive income is writing cover calls on stocks. Chances are you already own stocks.
What do you want the stocks to do after you buy them?
I will give you 3 seconds to think. 3, 2, 1. You want all those stocks to skyrocket. Good, we're on the same page. Does it happen every time? If the answer is yes, stop watching this video. Leave your email in the comment section below. I'll buy you lunch. Okay. Jokes aside, writing cover call is a low risk strategy to boost your income. When you write a cover call, you receive income in the form of premiums. In exchange, you have an obligation. You might be required to sell your stocks at a pre-arranged price. Just like what I shared in my video about how I invest my own $10,000. One option contract consists of 100 shares of a stock. About 100 shares of Enbridge with the average cost per share at $44 and sold one contract of cover call at $44 expiring June 19, 2020. I got paid $123 as premium. $44 is the pre-arranged sell price. I agreed to sell my 100 shares if the price is above $44 by the end of June 19. If the stock price is below $44 by the end of June 19, I will be able to keep all the $123 premium and the 100 shares of the stock. If the price is above $44 by the end of June 19, I will still keep the $123, but I'll be forced to sell the 100 shares at $44. This strategy is not too bad, isn't it? I already got paid $123 premium regardless. That's roughly a 2.8% return in 3 weeks. This approach comes with one risk. If you're going to be forced to do something, then it might as well be at a profit, right? If Enbridge stock price surged to $50 by the end of June 19, I'll be obligated to sell the stocks at $44 as agreed. This means that I will miss out on the $6 price appreciation. Also, it's important to sell cover calls in a disciplined way. Since I bought the stock at $44, I will not sell a cover call lower than $44. The worst case that can happen to me is that I keep the premium and I sell my stocks at the price I bought them for. I wrote 7 contracts of cover call and I got paid $861 in premium in 3 weeks. That's roughly a little over $1,000 per month. That was quite a mouthful, but thanks for keeping up with me. Drop me a cover call in the comment section below if you got it. Congratulations! You'll now boost your stock portfolio returns and stock up more mass in case of the second wave. My second passive income is owning dividend growth stocks. Before you go,
Cody, this is about passive income, not buying stocks.
let me explain why owning dividend growth stocks is one of the best ways to generate passive income. There are 3 main components. First, dividend yield. It's just like the interest you're receiving from your saving account. Dividend is usually paid to shareholders every quarter and can be annualized as a dividend yield percentage. 2 main considerations before you invest in dividend growth stocks. Number 1. It indicates the minimum rate of return you can expect to earn on your shares, no matter where the stock is going. This is the minimum interest payment you will receive every year. Number 2. It determines whether you can expect this investment to beat inflation. If the inflation is running at 2% and the dividend yield is at 7%, you can beat the inflation by 5%. I'm not going into details about dividend in this video. Watch my video how to retire early with stock dividend yields to learn about the details. Remember I said 3 components? The second component is even better. It's a cover call. Yes, and yes, you can write cover calls on dividend growth stocks to earn extra income on top of your dividend yield. The last component is what you hope would happen to a stock after you own them. Yes, skyrocket appreciation. Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you will still be among the stars. Even though no one has the crystal ball, I will make some wild guesses here. Because of what's going on lately, this will accelerate the growth in digitalization, e-commerce, and tech sector. You will now work from home comfortably in your daytime pajamas. We can now shop online and pay securely. We can now learn and take courses online. On the other hand, some industries will be the slowest to recover. The oil sector will be one because less people will be traveling. There will be an oversupply in office and retail real estate. Residential real estate will be fine because people will stay home more often, so they want a better home. Retail stores and restaurants that don't have an online and pickup delivery service will suffer. And of course, the cinemas will suffer as well. With that being said, I will not count the appreciation in the passive income because it's unknown. I will count only the dividend generated from my $150,000 portfolio. I have an average of 3.4% dividend yield in my portfolio, so that's $5,100 per year, roughly a $425 dividend payment per month. Those are my passive income from stocks. Before I share some passive income ideas from real estate, if you're new to stock investing, don't forget to download the free ebook. If you're serious about learning stock investing, feel free to join my private Facebook group to hear my insights and bounce idea with like-minded investors. Both links are in the description. Back to the passive income. Landlords? Check. Renters? Check. Smash the like button? Check. It's renting out your unused space. Number 1, parking spot. This could apply whether you live in a house or apartment. If you're not using the parking spot, don't let it sit idle. You can rent it out and generate a good monthly income. The rental income greatly depends on your location. Currently, I have 2 parking spots in downtown Toronto that are generating $480 per month in total. Even better, if it's a key intersection in the financial industry, a parking spot could go as high as $400 per month. Number 2, garage or locker room. You might be surprised by the demand for personal storage. The newer condos are getting a lot smaller. I've seen lockers room in the apartment building rented out for $50 to $250 per month. If you live in a house, you can rent out your garage for $100 to $400 a month to your neighbors for their toys or nearby business to store their inventories. I do not personally rent out any lockers or garage at my rental property because I want to give my tenants more storage space. However, this is something you can think about to increase your cash flow. Also, you can rent out extra rooms to friends and family members. If you don't mind sharing your common space with strangers, you can even rent out spare rooms on Airbnb. Again, it depends on where you live. You can generate income from $30 to $200 per night. These are the 3 passive income ideas that have helped me generate over $2,000 per month. Chances are you're already buying stocks and you're either renters or homeowners, so optimize them to earn additional passive income. Good job on staying until this part of the video, and you all are truly awesome. If you're still watching, that means that you like my content, so follow me on Instagram for more. Support me by destroying the like button below, subscribe, and click the notification bell and change it to all so you'll not miss any video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.